No. Good morning, Charlie Pierce.
Good morning, Jody.
Ew. Hi, Charlie. Thanks for the shout out and Sexy Liberal. You tweeted checking into.
First of all, you guys did such a great job Saturday night.
Thank you, Angel. Thank you for being part of it. That's what I was saying. And
Yes.
you tweeted checking into Stephanie Miller's show and Sexy Liberal Decade show. Anyway, congrats to all. Here's me and Mama at the DNC in Philadelphia. That was right before you shoved me into the wild to be rescued by David Korn and said, Daddy's working now, go away. So you made it seem like we were all cozy at the DNC, but that was right before you left me.
It was immediately before I became rude. Yes. Not rude, but you know.
Right, not rude, pundit rude.
No.
Yeah.
Thank you for your shout out in Sexy Liberal. So great to see your
fun.
cuddliness.
It was a lot of fun, and John Fugelsang is just a brilliant guy.
I mean,
Yes,
that Who's on First sketch, and also his Tucker Carlson's baffled bitch face sketch. I can't. I literally can't anymore. So funny.
Well, I liked him as the Aryan Nation guy.
Oh, yes, the Capitol rioters, the Zoom call.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. John without hair.
Oh, he was playing the shaman, the QAnon shaman. Yes. You have to see it. SexyLiberal.com, still on demand for only $15, and you get Charlie Pierce.
And you should demand it.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, people said nice things about you. Nancy Pelosi, I thought you guys would be out buying flatware together.
It's a time saver. You all can skip my funeral now. That was pretty much it. So, thank you. Okay, you said of the John Cornyn tweet about, I don't know, president's tweets are boring and he's not doing cable news. You said this may be the single dumbest tweet I've ever read. And he did get sake bombed directly after that. Mm-hmm. They just have nothing with Biden.
By the way, who asks the White House press secretary to respond to a tweet from John Cornyn?
Right, mm-hmm. Right.
You get one question. You're supposed to be like the people's eyes and ears in the press room.
Yeah.
I mean, are you sure you want your question to be that stupid?
I know, exactly. And apparently they do, despite being sake bombed continually. I can't love her more. Okay. So we were obviously talking all morning.
I wrote a piece for the Boston Globe magazine in 2008 about how much of the campaign had been moved online.
Yeah.
And I toured the Obama headquarters in Chicago, and Jen Psaki was my guide.
Ah,
wow.
She was working for the press office then, and she was terrific.
Yeah, we've had her on the show, and we're not surprised that she's so smart and funny and whatever. We all knew that, but oh my God, she's just become a rock star. So exciting. So, Charlie, you wrote a piece, just ordinary citizens living ordinary lives should not be afraid of police, but in America, many are. You just said the deep and profound problems with American policing got quite a workout over the weekend. It is profoundly depressing in the middle of we haven't even gotten to the end of the Derek Chauvin trial and, these two latest incidents, right? It's just depressing. It's a depressing, endless loop.
The two latest incidents, and the other one I mentioned is a guy who finally got a settlement after police raided his apartment. It was the wrong apartment.
Yeah.
It was bad paperwork, and the guy had a SWAT team come through his door.
Well, same as Breonna Taylor. How does that happen too much, and why is it always black people? They're in entirely the wrong apartment.
Supposedly, there's a paperwork glitch in Dante Wright's case, too.
Yeah.
Great.
That, the reason he had an outstanding warrant is because I'm winging this because I only heard it once on the radio, but is that they sent the warrant to the wrong address.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't even know he had one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we don't know that Derek Chauvin knew it was a bad 20 or a counterfeit 20. I mean, it's all of this stuff shouldn't matter. I mean, what was the other case where the cop thought, anyway, she went in the wrong apartment? I can't remember. This is the problem, is there's so many of these cases.
Well, Eric Garner was selling loose cigarettes.
Right.
Yeah.
And that became a capital offense.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here is, let's listen to it's nice to at least have a real president in the midst of things like this. President Biden yesterday.
We've spoken to the governor, the mayor, spoken to the authorities there, and I haven't called Dante Wright's family, but our prayers are with their family. It was really a tragic thing that happened. But I think we got to wait and see what the investigation shows, and the entire investigation.
And then one more, President Biden, and we'll get your take on the other side.
You all watched, I assume as I did, the film, which is the body cam, which is fairly graphic. The question is, was it an accident? Was it intentional? That remains to be determined by a full-blown investigation.
You know, Charlie, we were saying, it does appear from the footage that it was an accident, but how do you, after 25 years on the force, make that, and why are there so many accidents that end up in black people dead? I mean, it's...
In response to one of my tweets yesterday, a guy who had been in the Army said, in the military, there's no such thing as an accidental shooting. It's referred to as a negligent shooting.
Yeah.
If you are empowered to carry a gun, there's no accident allowed that ends up in the death of somebody.
Yeah.
You're either you're trying to kill the person or you're negligent. There's no third alternative.
But here's what I was saying. I don't understand why we're in these situations in the first place. Why would you need to tase somebody in that situation? Like, these people are in custody. They're not, I just don't get it. I mean, a lot of the escalations we're seeing in George Floyd or this case, we were saying the serviceman who clearly did nothing wrong, pulled in, had the, temporary thing. It was a new car, and but the way that police escalate it to such a degree, you're like, why? Like, what?
It's the whole culture of failure to comply.
Yeah.
Suddenly, everything, your own personal manhood is on the line if somebody doesn't comply with you. And for some reason, that's an enormous trigger for the way we train police now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Somebody
why is there
comply.
mace and pepper spray and tasers involved anyway for something so minor? And as we were saying, if you're shooting someone running away, that's just anger and vengeance. You know who they are and where they live. They're not going to get away. I mean, it's just, I don't. Anyway, it's been profoundly depressing. These, we're literally now we have to go, which one? The one today or the one yesterday or the one, that we're in trial for, or the one, yeah.
It's the same thing with mass shootings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, we're back to normal with mass shootings.
Now we're having one of those a week.
Yeah.
Every couple of days.
Yeah. This is our normal after COVID, right? Like, and we're not even after COVID. We're still in COVID, and you're like, oh, shootings are starting again. Yeah. I mean, it's like being out here, right, guys? It's like, oh, fire season's almost. Oh, it's mudslide season already. It's just like, oh, it's time for an earthquake. I mean, yes. I mean,
the school in Tennessee where there was the shooting yesterday.
Yeah.
Every one of the stories about it points out that so far this year, 3 other students in that school have been shot to death.
Oh my God.
At different occasions.
Right. This is Knoxville, right? One person dead, officer injured.
Yeah.
And then this one, again, hardly got any press. 11-year-old boy was shot and killed by a 9-year-old in a Walmart parking lot in Dallas. They were left alone in the car while a 32-year-old woman went shopping in the Walmart. The 9-year-old found the handgun inside the car. I mean, Charlie, just that. Every day, 316 people are shot in the United States. 106 people are shot and killed. It's almost 40,000 people die from gun violence every year. Huh?
We can't get background checks, which 90% of the people want.
Right. Mm-hmm. What do we do with a problem like Joe Manchin? What do we do?
Is he a flibberty gibbet or a clown?
He's a flibberty gibbet.
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Whatever.
See, Travis knows. That's what I love being on a show with all gay folks, because they know musical references.
We're not all gay. Jody's not gay. She's so not gay for
true.
you.
She's gay adjacent, though.
And Sean is very straight.
Oh, and Sean.
Yes.
Yeah.
Happened, Sean.
Yeah. Thanks for the broad brush. All of us are gay. Really, Charlie?
Yeah,
fine.
Well, I feel very gay every Tuesday.
Good. Because we
I have
know
like
you win.
I have a 10-minute window of being fabulous every day.
That's the side effect of your Dolly Parton shot.
Oh man, I'll tell you, Team Moderna.
Yeah. Oh, what? What? That's
Right
right.
there.
Oh,
What?
Moderna.
that's right. I'm just saying, it's Dr. Fauci got it. Dr. Redlener, we rest our case. Bam, Team Moderna. Okay, love
Yeah,
you.
Go
but
Pfizer.
actually, what was funny was my my editor for my first book from Random House. His name was Kate Medina. Right when
Oh.
that song came out,
Wow, Funky Cold
And I-
Medina.
Funk-
Yeah.
I made
Medina.
a joke about it once, and she didn't get it
Oh.
at all.
Oh,
She
well,
doesn't.
It happens.
She's not an aficionado of the
She's
bubblegum
no
rap
longer your editor.
like we are. Yeah.
No, now she runs like all of Random House.
Oh,
Okay.
well, okay.
So I'm really screwed.
All right. Well, good for her. I love you, Charlie Pierce. See you next week.
Oh, we're leaving now.
Yes.
Bye.